The UN Environmental Program estimates 300 million tons of plastic waste are produced annually, with 15% ending up on beaches of over 150 coastal countries. Therefore, it is undeniable that one of the most crucial environmentally harming crises we face today is plastic pollution. The UN explicitly addresses this concerning issue in its 14th Sustainable Development Goal, yet it has connections to a further 11 different SDGs. To relieve this growing problem, volunteer cleanup projects have already begun. In 2020, volunteers removed 5.2 million pounds of plastic from beaches in a single day. That's a whopping 1.9 billion pounds if their efforts continue throughout the year. Commendable but not efficient. Does this mean that we should just give up on cleaning our beaches? Of course not. But it is way too ambitious to think that we can solve this plastic problem solely through manual cleanup. But what if there was a device for one volunteer to do the same amount of work as 7, with even less effort? Volunteers would be able to clean more and work for longer, allowing the world to tackle at least 18 to 20% of our yearly plastic pollution through manual means alone.
Introducing PuraVac, an automated handheld vacuum that employs a 4-stage filtration process that effectively removes plastic from sand before returning the sand back to the environment.
Our PuraVac prototype features 3 essential components: an adjustable and powerful suction tube, 4-step filtration process, and sand deposit tube. The strong suction force of the vacuum, powered by an electric motorized fan, sucks up dirt, sand, and most importantly, plastics in the vicinity. The adjustable feature caters to the various environments and terrains that the PuraVac can be used in, as well as providing accessibility to all users who can adjust the length to their arm size and height.
Let's walk through the filtration process. First, the sand and plastic particles undergo basic gravity filtration, capturing larger macroplastics in a single filter. The remaining smaller pieces of plastic and sand are subject to granular centrifugation, where high-speed spinning effectively separates sand and plastic by densities. With the sand now resting at the bottom, Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy becomes significantly more efficient as the detector can more easily differentiate between the already separated materials with great precision. Finally, the plastic's long journey ends through a trapdoor mechanism that sends the microplastics to a removable container at the bottom of the tube and the remaining mixed sand to a final filtration tube with a gear-powered electrostatic filter, catching any remaining microplastics. The sand is then deposited in the environment, making PuraVac the only alternative source that simultaneously does not disturb the environment while still carrying essential and automatic plastic removal functions.
Compared to my personal clearing rate of 1.25 feet squared of beach per minute, PuraVac's functions allow a clearing rate of 10 feet squared per minute and can be operated with just the press of a button. Additionally, the PuraVac can capture plastics of all sizes through its 4-stage filter, even microplastics that humans are unable to pick up. With over a 600% increase in efficiency and much greater effectiveness, it is clear that the plastic catastrophe will be much more feasible to solve with PuraVac.
As a team, our motivation stemmed from our trip to Costa Rica for a biodiversity and conservation project, where we discovered that the pristine beaches harbored a harsh truth, a macro and microplastic crisis.
In that very moment, Pure Life was born, drawing inspiration from the common Costa Rican saying, Pura Vida, symbolizing a commitment to a pure and vibrant life.
The team is composed of a diverse group with Chinese, Indian, Vietnamese, Mexican, and US origins, as well as participation in volunteer trips in these countries. Additionally, our time during the biodiversity project in Costa Rica provided us with favorable connections with the locals and local businesses. As a result, we have influence around the world to provide widespread access to the PuraVac in favorable positions to target areas with the highest pollution production, which is depicted by the darker countries on this graph. In terms of building the PuraVac, we have lots of experience engineering and designing through VRC VEX Robotics and FIRST Robotics Championships, along with connections to professional engineers for assistance and support, so we are confident in our ability to bring the PuraVac to life.
Already, plastic pollution globally is almost a $37 billion industry and is projected to grow to almost $60 billion by 2032. Our product, portable and easy to use, is shipped internationally, maximizing the serviceable addressable market that we can reach. Rest assured that the market for our product is tremendous.
We aim to leverage this 37 billion plastic pollution market by focusing on local beach communities, businesses, and coastal governments grappling with severe pollution problems. Countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, Costa Rica, and China have already started initiatives, including plastic restrictions and beach cleanups. PuraVac will bolster these efforts in intensifying the fight against plastic pollution.
Our initial outreach will prioritize local businesses and government officials in these coastal countries, specifically utilizing our connections in Costa Rica and the United States before moving on to cleanup programs in Asian Pacific Ocean regions like the Bahamas Plastic Movement and the Pacific Beach Coalition. Doing so will allow us to establish widespread bases that are able to attack all of the most major plastic production crises in these regions.
For psychographics, large companies seeking to improve their green brand image are the main target, as PuraVac is truly the feature of plastic cleanup efforts. It doesn't get much greener than that. These strategic approaches aim to secure support, funding, and sales for our product while also providing additional support to those in need.
Currently, most plastic cleanup efforts use fully manual cleaning methods. As mentioned before, in areas littered with small pieces of plastic, humans can only cover around 1.25 feet squared each minute. In comparison, PuraVac is much more efficient, reaching at least 10 feet squared each minute, and is much easier to use. It quickly sucks and filters large quantities of sediment, then stores the plastic and redeposits the sand on beaches. In a time where we can only remove 1 of the 42 million tons of plastic annually, having an accessible option to increase our annual rate to almost 8 million is an undeniable improvement. The Hula One backpack is an alternative device that features many similar functions to the PuraVac, such as handheld vacuum technology. However, it does not include a filtration machine and relies on the Hula One Micro, which is the largest $70,000 decantation filtration machine. Geosifters also miss the mark, as they are unable to fully collect small microplastics within the sand. Looking at the competitive analysis, it is clear that the businesses can expect to see the most effective and cost-efficient method through PuraVac.
By integrating environmental values into our revenue model, we not only drive positive change, but also secure our business's long-term viability, just as we are securing our beach's long-term beauty. Our break-even analysis depicts our profitability within only 16 units sold at $199.99. Additionally, third-world countries with limited monetary funding will only be charged the material cost of $165 to ensure that our product is available to all. We know that PuraVac is a bit on the higher end of prices. As a result, we plan to reduce manufacturing costs by reusing the collected plastics for parts of the PuraVac that require plastic, including the adjustable nozzle, vacuum tube, container, and other smaller plastic components. Overall, this process will reduce plastic prices by around $30. Paired with bulk ordering and partnering with manufacturing companies to benefit the environment, we believe we can further reduce prices by at least 15%. As a result, we will be able to drop the manufacturing price to $115 and reach further audiences with our innovative product.
PuraVac's accessibility and effectiveness will incentivize businesses and governments to ramp up plastic cleanup efforts. Previously, with only 1 out of 45 million tons of annual plastic being removed, efforts seemed futile. But PuraVac offers a game-changing alternative, holding larger entities accountable for beach cleanliness. Our roadmap includes partnerships with green organizations like Pure Life, alongside existing partnerships with Turning Green and the Mental Style podcast. We'll secure grants from EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and NOAA to scale up advertising, R&D, and reduce production costs. Our global expansion targets countries hit hardest by plastic production, aiming to make a significant impact. The final step involves presenting a patented prototype to reputable sources like ePitch 2024 or the UN Climate Summit. PuraVac stands as a testament to innovation, combining cutting-edge technology with user-centric designs to combat plastic pollution at its source. With PuraVac, we not only inspire to clean our environments, but also a paradigm shift towards sustainability and environmental awareness. Thank you for your attention and consideration. Together, let us pave the way towards a cleaner, healthier planet by pioneering, promoting, and protecting the future of cleaner beaches.